Hello guys, welcome to my channel English Bolo Dil Se, and here I'm your host, anchor and teacher, and here you can see that I am one of the few content creators who are making this possible that you can speak English in a very fluent and very easy way. Look, it's not a very difficult, and that you people always complain that they don't have enough environment, they don't have this kind of people who are behave like this. But look, I don't think so. Anyone who are just rich and anyone who are successful and ultra successful in their life, I mean, look who's successful. I mean, in a 10 lakhs overcome, I think in a 10 over 1000 lakh people, only one man are successful. So you can easily understand what kind of the mindset you really need. Okay, what kind of mindset you really need, and it's all about this mindset. Otherwise you always gonna be struggle, and it's just the excuse. It's all are just excuse that you didn't have an environment, you didn't have a backbone, you didn't have a money, you didn't have a godfather, you didn't have a father figure. These all are just excuse. This is the bumble, pure bumble. Okay, so you have to create your own environment. Look, at least if you are a man enough, you will always leave your mind. If you this is the truth, you will always live in your mind. There is no such an environment you will get a need. You always leave your mind. So just make your own body and mind structured like this, that you really don't need any kind of environment. Okay, and you will see that you are very fluent speaker. You will able to a very good English speaker. So it's not a very hard thing. It's a very little bit problem, so you can solve it. So here we are just making a sentence. There are some sentence and there are some meaning, and now we are making like to fit to hold a candle to. Fit to hold a candle to, it's about that fit to hold a candle to. It's about that you are ambitious to something. Look, everyone has ambitions, but look, it won't work like that you have only just ambitions to do such a great thing and such a big thing in life. You have to creative too. Okay, you have to creative too. You take to step out, step out and take your own decision. Take your own decision. So you can create this kind of fit to hold a candle to. Look, how many businessmen, in this India. I mean, we know very well that this is our India, and all our corporate big skyscraper building flat, all they are running by any businessman. Okay, but how many 100, 200, I mean over the 10,000, I mean in India, I mean over 1 crore people who are just crorepati. Yes, we can say that, and everyone to want to reach it. But you know very well that 140 crore people are still struggling. And look, it's all about your thinking. I'm telling you, it's all about your thinking. Everything is last. Your money, your relative, I mean all your friend circle, and what kind of your upbringing, everything is last. First of all, it's your thinking. The biggest thing is your thinking, that how big thinker you are. This mind is is a golden temple. I'm telling you, this mind is a golden temple. You can create billions, trillions in your mind. So first of all, you have to see in your mind, then you're gonna see in a real life. Okay, flash in the pan. It's about that suddenly you got a success. There are many people who suddenly got this kind of flash in the pan, like Ranu Mandal, Vinod Kamli. I mean, what kind of, how many, I mean, there are a hero, like you can say that they are hit in a one movie, second movie, and then where they are gone. So, it, it's a very hard to success, but it's a too really hard, and the biggest challenge is you have to maintain that success. Okay, you will success in one day, you will get name, fame, and everything, but the most important thing in that now you have to maintain. Now you have to maintain, because once you become irrelevant, audience gonna be forget it. Audience will forget you. Audience will forget you in a 6 month, 1 year. So you always have to keep it up hard work. That's why I am a very great thing that a man and a horse never old. Never old. A horse, if you are a man and you are a horse, you will never old. I mean, in 100 years, if you just live, you will exactly like this, because a horse and a man never can be old. Okay, so you decide what you really want to do. Otherwise, flesh in the pan, and suddenly you will see that everyone will forget your name. Flesh and blood. Flesh and blood is about the sequence of wrong turn. If you have just seen of the sequence of, I know it that movie was really disturbing. I mean, very very disturbing. That was movie. I have seen 6 or 7 part. I still enjoy it, but the scene we just seen in that movie, I mean, people who become turn to zombie, who turn to in a zombie. Okay, they become, I mean, look, after we can't say that. I mean, look what our big planet is. I mean, how many country, how many species, how many tribal in this live in this world, in this world. So you really can't deny this fact that this kind of tribal, this kind of human can exist. It could be possible, it can be possible. So yes, that movie was very disturbing, but the idea and the concept, we have seen that movie, that really, that flesh and blood. Flog a dead horse. Flog a dead horse. It's about that you are attempting in a wrong way. You are attempting in a wrong way. This is, we just tell that flog a dead horse. Flog a dead horse, that you are doing in a wrong way, wrong path, so you really should do in a good way. Flog a dead horse. This is, we tell that if you are attempting one thing again and again, and but you can't do in a right direction, but you can't do in a good direction, then of course that would be flog a dead horse. Fly in the face of. Fly in the face of. It's about that fly in the face of, that you are not agree, not denying this fact, that you really should admit it. You are denying again and again. So you have to follow this rule, you have to follow this mandatory, you have to follow this menu, and I mean, you really have to follow the rule, otherwise you will gonna charge it, otherwise you will gonna pay for it. So yes, this kind of example, and this, look, I just made on the spot. I mean, how many sentence I just made on the spot. Okay, and I'm saying that I don't have any problem. Look, Hindi and English. Look, you have to speak English. This is the fact. You really should. Look, if you have just seen this last Ravish Kumar official report, then you can easily see that now AI is coming in India. Now AI is our coming to our school, college. So if you just don't speak English, you will be back behind. I mean, you will 90s. I mean, you can't believe that my I mean, since now I'm 30, but I can still see that my age. I mean, so first of all, I'm thinking that you really have to think. Look, if you don't find your type of person, just leave alone. The best suggestion giving you, just leave alone until you until you make your own way, until you go to your path. Just leave alone. It's really good for you. It's really good for you. Otherwise, you will be back. I mean, you will be living in a 90s era. That would be very struggling. So yes, if you are just learning and growing and thinking that my content is really working for you, please like, share and subscribe my channel. And yes, thank you very much. जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्ते, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, सत श्री अकाल, केम छो, मजामा.